everybody, this is the Audio Porpoise coming to you today with another episode of SC2VN. In the last episode, we went up against Stunt and successfully recruited him. Anyway, without further ado, let's start her up. Yeah, probably not. While Stunt revels in the afterglow of being signed to a StarCraft team, a thought occurs to me. Wait, don't you go to school? Let's just say I'm in between schools right now. I don't bother trying to divulge any more information. If you can live in a team house and perform, that's good enough for me. Some promising young Bruce deferred school for Brood War back in the day, and if StarCraft doesn't work out for him, at least he's got a future cleaning up stomping grounds. Right, the mysteries won't last for long, I promise. I'll be in touch if I need you to show up somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna hit you up for practice games tonight. That's cool. Be online. Sounds good. Welcome aboard. The fiery protest player lifts his chin for a final grin before heading into one of the PC Bank's back rooms, probably to gather a broom and dustpan. I grace Stunt's mom with an innocent expression on my way out. She answers my smile with a glare sharp enough to make the hair on the back of my neck stand up. I step outside and suck in a deep breath, relieved. The warm afternoon air is sweet and feels good in my lungs. One down. The stairway to my apartment was empty as usual. Sometimes it feels like I'm the only one living in this building. Isolation was a major concern when I was first thinking about coming overseas. If my Korean wasn't passable, it'd be practically impossible for me to be anything but lonely. That's something I don't need to worry about anymore, I suppose. Seoul's proven to be a vibrant, crowded, and busy. Everything my life back at home wasn't. Something as simple as crossing the street can be exciting for someone who's never been in an urban environment for more than a few hours at a time. It sounds stupid, but it's true. Still, before meeting Accel and Jet, I really talked to anyone offline. StarCraft's one-on-one nature doesn't exactly lend itself to social introductions. It'd be easy to get in touch with the foreigner community out here, but I have very little desire to skulk around bars with jaded English teachers and washed-up businessmen. Why bother? I sink into my chair and jam the spacebar a few times to wake up my PC. I practiced enough that Golden Zone fire after recruiting Stunt, so I don't bother loading up StarCraft. Jet was pleased to hear about my new pickup. Told me it was smart to hold off on telling Stunt who she was, too. I'm sure she'll announce her plans on her own time. She'll have to once we picked up our last player at any rate. With a few clicks, I'm staring at a common StarCraft fan site. The most interesting stuff that goes on in the scene gets posted here, and what people vote as best rises to the top of the page. I don't often visit the Korean community sites. I like them just fine, but I prefer to read English when I get the chance. But no matter where you choose to get your StarCraft news, you'll find no shortage of netizens sharing their opinion on which player is awful or why the game is imbalanced. Today seems to be no exception. A foreign pro gamer just called it quits, and the comments about him are ridiculously scathing. Sure, he was underperforming recently, but people forget just how much time and passion gets put into an even mediocre professional's career. The worst part is that most of the people talking smack are either low leagues or don't play the game at all. Welcome to the internet. Sorry, Muck, but you clearly have never been on the internet before if you think that humans on there have the capacity of being pleasant. I take out my phone, hoping to find something on it to distract me from the mindless masses. No text, no new emails. Same as when I last checked 15 minutes ago. It's been a while since I've chatted with my friends from back home. Most of them know about my esports aspirations, but none of them really get it. There's two reactions when someone learns that you play video games full-time. Either they roll their eyes, or they tell you how lucky you are. I've tried to explain that the latter about playing StarCraft really isn't fun in the traditional sense. Winning can be satisfying, but the game is too stressful to actually be called fun. At least for me. It beats a boring minimum wage job, but it sure as heck ain't easy and pays less for all but the best. Yeah, they don't mention that between games on Starlink streams. Pretty much everyone I went to high school with is enrolled in college. When I hear about their great social lives and internships, I can't help but feel jealous. I'll probably end up going eventually. It's not like I can make a living from games when I'm 30. 5 or 6 years of StarCraft, and then you're left with the dregs of your prize money and service, and hopefully some friends and fond memories. With a look back at my computer screen, I notice some inbox has a message waiting. A click, and I'm staring at a piece of hate mail, one of several I've already received this month. Look, Edgelord. Sorry, last time I was... Yeah, sorry, I had to re-record this because my mic did crap again. And last time I wound up completely busting out with the screen name. Anyway. It's something I've had to deal with pretty much my entire life, but things really amped up when my stream hit 500 viewers for the first time. There's much to say other than I'm used to this sort of thing by now. I quit streaming to focus on improving my own sake, not for the idiots that send me crap like this. At least, that's what I like to tell myself. It's hard to know for sure. Most of the people who follow StarCraft know less about it than the game itself than they do about the people playing it. I don't like that I'm constantly expected to bear the scrutiny of strangers. The community is what keeps the scene alive. I know it's wrong to loathe it, but simply knowing that it doesn't make it any easier not to. With an impatient click, my PC grunts off. I climb under my sheets and settle in for an early night's rest. The search continues tomorrow. I wake to the sound of rain against my window. Judging by the light, it's morning. It dawns on me that I was supposed to stud in a few practice games last night. Whoops. Probably not a great move to blow off the player I just recruited. Breakfast this morning is cold as usual, or at least since I took a chance on some street food. It was actually pretty good, but I ended up sick for a few days. I've been stuck with cereal in the morning since then. I hope everything is working out on Jet's end. Good management and even a single sponsor will take us a long way. All I can do is focus on the task at hand. Finding talent. I put away my bowl once I've emptied it and lock my apartment on the way out. My jacket hood held up against the rain for most of the way, but my hair ended up soaked in the end. I shake my head dry once we're inside, much to the annoyance of the guy at Golden Zone Fire's front desk. The cafe is largely empty on most weekdays, at least before school's let out. With a bit of searching, I find Accel reclined drowsily in a computer chair that he must have wheeled over to the lounge area. I love Accel, he's just this grown man, casually wheeling a rolly chair. I'll bet he'd rather be sleeping at the crash team house, but Accel said that he didn't have any time to meet me any later. He yawns and waves me over. I pull up a chair from a nearby PC and sit beside him. Plenty to choose from when the place is this empty. Do they not have umbrellas outside of Korea? No, everyone just sprints from place to place if it rains. So, anyway, stun agreed? Yeah, it'll make the next pickup even easier since I've actually got another player to point to. I wish Jet would hurry up and ditch her team already. Accel raises an eyebrow and shakes his head at me. She can't do that yet. Jet still has a contract. It has to be over soon though, right? Why else would she be putting together a team if she wouldn't be able to play on it? They vary, but most contracts either last 6 months or a year. Best case scenario, she'll be free at the end of the month. That makes sense. The Victory Star League won't let anyone with a contract play without their team's approval, but maybe there's no rule against registering ahead of time? Whatever. I'm sure the Jet has this figured out already. Right, anyway, you said that you got a lead on our next player, yeah? Yep, guy named Reva. Flits in and out of top 8 on the ladder. He's won at least a dozen online tournaments this year. Wow. What race does he play? Here's the best part. He plays all 3. Steren's his strongest, but he's been known to switch between races during a long set. He'll even play random. Reva plays Zerg, Terrana, and Protoss? Whoa, that sounds too good to be true. But this is the place where it gets weird. He's never turned up to a tournament in person, only plays online. Because I bet you Reva's a chick. You watch, Reva's gonna be a chick, and that's why they never show up to tournaments. Some people speculate that Reva's just an alias for top player. I'm not convinced though. He's got a very specific playstyle. It's almost like playing against a highly advanced AI. Strong mechanically, but only goes for standard macro games. So how am I going to get in touch with them? Other teams have to have gone after a player that good. Yeah, it won't be easy, but I've got a plan. Not another bet match, please. It worked, didn't it? No, not this time. He was on a mean win streak in an online King of the Hill, 12 runs in a row. Granted, most of his games have been against foreigners. It's based in Europe, so it's a weird hour for us. Point is, you're gonna enter tonight. Tonight? So I beat him and then use that to convince him to join the team? Hold on, I didn't say anything about beating him. I mean, if you do, I'm not gonna complain. You're going to play an honorable macro game. Reva hates anything that's not on standards. Cheese, rushes, aggressive timings, all in, one-base builds, that sort of thing. So you're gonna play a slow, economy-based game instead. But if I play a game that's exactly the style he's used to, won't I get stomped? Maybe, but it's your only chance to get him on his good side. Play him, show off your skill, chat him up, and recruit him. You make it sound easy. Hey, find your own players if you don't like it. I'm sure there are tons of strategy forms scruffs willing to try out. He does have a point. Guess I'm staying in tonight. Fair enough. By the way, what are you so busy with this afternoon? Team League practice. Gotta drill the Zerg of ours to snipe the team Coyote Terranace. The match is half a week away. Till then, practice. That's how we do it. Beneath his easy facade, I can know that Accel doesn't seem too pleased by this circumstance. Right then, any final tips against Reva before I go practice for tonight? Yeah, hope you like mech. Sound like a new not grown. My favorite. The admin said it shouldn't be more than 5 minutes now. Reva just got finished extending his record to 13 wins. I've already warmed up from practicing all day, so there's no point in loading up a map to drill my micro or anything like that. The only thing I've got to focus on before the game is my build and my nerves. Most players, myself included, tend to get a little jittery before a high-stakes match. It's a more serious issue at live events with all the lights and cameras and cheering fans, but it can happen in an online setting just as easy. This King of the Hill broadcast is on a commentated live stream. The channel hosting it isn't particularly popular, but the exposure can't hurt. Unless I get beat really, really badly. Looks like the game is getting started. In the pre-game lobby, Reva remains utterly silent even after I offer a friendly GLGL. Whatever, let's get this thing going. Anyway guys, that has been another episode of SC2VN. In the next episode, we're gonna go up against Reva and attempt to get him/her on our side. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the